We are live. Something went wrong, guys. So sorry for that. I have a small delay, but I think I am live now. Wow, the screen is really, really not too beautiful with the lights that are coming in from the back. But okay, I will try it like this. Um, There it is. Let me see. Is everything okay? Let me know if the image is okay, if everything, the sound is okay. It could have been a better image. Maybe I can wipe my screen a little bit over there, make it a little bit more brighter. I think it's because there is a lot of sun coming in from the back. Maybe I can make it a little bit more clear if I lower the shades. Let me know if the image is okay in your screen, like in your like thing. Good morning, Jonas. Good morning, Jarno, Max. All good morning. These are all Dutch people. Yeah, for me it's new. Good afternoon. It's 1:01 p.m. Good morning, Big Boy, Crypto Pants, Artukaru. Good morning, and good morning, Yaring, Stereo Dex. Good morning, Sander, Big Mike, Daniel, Fred, Bob Vraag, Will Marijnissen. Good morning, Mark van Schendel. Good morning, all of you. Having a beautiful coffee this morning. I'm checking if the screen is okay. Maybe I should do something to change it. Give me a second. Maybe I can lower the light. 1 second. You will still be hearing me because of this mic, but I will try to get a little bit more shade in. Let me see. Let me see if that will work. A little bit like this, and a little bit like that. Yeah, destroying the house a little bit like this. This should be better now. Let me see. Good morning to all of you in the Netherlands, really early. Yes, I think it's better. I think it's better. Let me know. If you want to let me know in the comments. It's 1 p.m. here. I had a difficult morning. I didn't wake up on time. I was too late for my sports session. I did a coaching session, but yeah, it was not like the best morning for me. I don't know. The sleep was not like perfect. It's a new house. Maybe it's a new house. Let me see if there are questions. I'm going to answer as much as possible questions today. Somebody here also welcome Ferran Martinez from Shanghai. Beautiful. Good morning. Somebody, Ryan is on Schiphol, Amsterdam. Where are you going, Ryan? Where are you leaving to? Jurgen, good morning as well. The online dancer, better. Yeah, the online dancer. Maybe he can teach me to dance. Yeah, maybe then I don't make a fool of me every time when I'm dancing, when I'm drunk. And I was, yeah, I think this is a little bit more better now. I'm checking my YouTube. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so I'm gonna answer as much as possible questions, guys. Normally I would make a video, but it was just not my morning this morning. So I'm like, let's go have a breakfast, and then after breakfast, go home and just do a live and try to answer as much as possible questions and help the people where they can. I do have some charts prepared. If you want to see some charts, start letting me know now in the chat. Then I will have. I think I have 5 charts, 5 amazing charts. Maybe I need to walk through it so all of you understand what had happened. Big green candle, dildos coming up there in the sky, putting Bitcoin again at 96, 97K this morning. Beautiful. Waking up. Yuri is going to go to Phuket. Maybe I will see you here. René Sieben, good morning. Mark Seeth from Cape Town, also amazing. Good morning. So we have people from all over the world. I saw Finland, I saw Cape Town, I saw Korea, a Spanish person in Korea, I think. I saw people eating breakfast with frikandelle, that's Fred. People from all over the world. This is amazing. Shanghai is in the house. Buenos dias, probably Spain. This is very beautiful to see that even on these strange times of vlogging, already 200 people are tuning in to listen to me talk about Bitcoin, blockchain, and live, and answer as much as possible questions. The first questions that I can read is Ryan S. He's asking, do I expect a big correction before we go to 120K in May? No. May is only 3 weeks left, and I believe in the next 3 weeks we will visit 120K. So from these levels, I believe we will go up higher to 120K, and then I expect another correction. Then I expect that we correct again back to the 100K to 94 to 100K level to retest that resistance level. We are fighting really hard now, so we're trying to break that 94 496K barrier. If we break that, we can flow all the way to 120K towards the end of May, and then we can see this correction coming back maybe toward that same area to retest it before we go sideways in June, July halfish, and then again start to go up a little bit August, September, and then full blown green candles like big ones in the end of this year towards the end of 2025, and that's where I expect the bull market top, still around 160K. So that's my answer to your question. Croatia is also in the house. Beautiful, thank you for that. UK is also in the house. North Macedonia also in the house. Durban, South Africa in the house. Oh my God, guys, I'm internationally known. Some asking, next question, Alfred van der Veen. What do you think about SUI? SUI is a good project. I am all in SUI. I have a big bag of SUI. So for me, SUI is a good project. If you couldn't invest in Bitcoin, which altcoin would you choose at the moment? It's a very difficult one. If I would look at making a shitload of profit, then probably an altcoin that is a little bit far away from its previous all-time high. So that would be a Chainlink, or that would be Polkadot, or that would be Solana. Like Solana, not really. I don't think I would do Solana. Ethereum is still really far away from the all-time high. So one of these I would then probably choose. If it would be crazy, I would probably choose one kind of a meme coin and go retarded on that. And if I would think logically about currencies that have a little bit more stability, or how can I say this? So they are like around already for some longer, then probably we'll be looking at BNB. Probably also Doge. I still think Doge can do something really crazy. This market, and it's still, I think, the number 6, 7, or 8 of the world. SUI would definitely be part of my investment. Chainlink is something I would really invest in as well. And these are all like the top 10, 15 tokens that I really believe that could do well as well. But if you want to take a little bit more risk, then you would of course go for Hedera, or man, there's so many options. But maybe I wouldn't even invest at all. Maybe I would start to invest in something new, completely new, AI or something. I don't know. Belgium in the house, Rotterdam in the house, Français in the house. Je ne pas parler français, un petit peu. At the end of the bull market. And the end of the bull market, do I sell part of my BTC? I will always go. I'm trusting USDC. I'm trusting USDT. I'm trusting all of the altcoins that have always been there. And you can check the altcoins that are in the top 20. That we have Tether in the top 20. We have USDC in the top 20. We have at the moment. Let me check. We still have DAI, number 23 at the moment. So there's still a lot of stable coins. So I would always choose stable coins instead of fiat currency. I just don't trust fiat currency anymore. I'm a little bit afraid of fiat currency. Like those fiat currencies, I don't know, man. I think they are going to be frozen, very simple on your account in the future and everything. And yeah, it's just not my thing anymore. I'm a little bit afraid of the dollar and the euro and all these currencies, the hyperinflation. So for me, Tether, I trust Tether. There's always like so many gossips about Tether, but for me, Tether is always doing okay. It's like people in the bull market, people always are like creating all kinds of like strange stories around these currencies that have been around now for many years, and I just don't understand why people do that. Maybe they need drama, but not my thing. I believe the USDC are just very simple, trustable tokens, better than dollar and euro. Let me see. Yeah, I just heard it. That's Dutch. New Hampshire is passing their BTC reserve bill. I'm happy, guys. Look, maybe I am not known as the guy that is supporting governments and central banks and all of those. I'm pretty against it. I'm a peaceful anarchist. So, that's what my tattoo also shows you, and that tattoo is showing you peaceful anarchy, and it means I don't believe in centralized control on me. I need to be able to do what I want, the way I want, and however I want, and how much I want. So, any government structure that is centralized and is not a real democracy, like all of them pretend to be a democracy, but they are all not a democracy, I can't live in those countries. So, that is my vision about life. That doesn't mean that I don't like that these entities, governments, start to use Bitcoin. They will all understand that Bitcoin is the only real, safe, honest money out there. There is no other version of money that is as transparent and as safe and as honest as Bitcoin. Everyone can buy Bitcoin. Everyone has access to Bitcoin. Nobody can not have access to Bitcoin, and nobody can control it fully. So Bitcoin is the purest form of money, but also the purest form of the digital gold of the 21st century, but also the purest form of an asset that can be traded. So Bitcoin for me is an invention that is way more important than, for example, inventions like the microwave. It's a huge invention. Maybe in the category like the wheel. That is where I place Bitcoin, or like the steam machines. That is where I put Bitcoin in terms of how big the influence will be on the world. And we can see that shift now from us, the cowboys, the Indians, the real normal people that love to play around with Bitcoin, use it on Silk Road and all that shit, to now these institutional investors, to governments. And that shift has always been there. That shift was there with gold. When we started to play around with gold, it became something very important. From there, it went to the banks, from the banks to the institutional investors, from the institutional investors, it went to the governments, and now it's there at the kingdoms and the government's basements. It's like we just give away these beautiful tools of freedom every time again and again. So, yes, I'm against giving away Bitcoin to those that want to suppress our freedom. But if 90% of the world wants to give Bitcoin away to those that oppress freedoms, centralized entities like governments, then I'm just here to play the game and to make sure that if they do that, that Bitcoin will go highly up in value, and I become completely financial independent, so I can live myself as a peaceful anarchist. I don't need to listen to the rules of the governments, because if I don't like them, I have enough value and capital to move to another place where they do respect my freedom. So it is a two-way, two-sided sword. That's how I need to see it. So for me, yes, I can make myself financially independent. You can do the same. And that because of that, you don't need to listen to the governments anymore. No, I just don't want them to have our piece of freedom in control. Okay, it's a very difficult question to answer, but I hope you understand that one. A question from Andrew: how do you de-register the kids so that you can homeschool them? And if you don't register them anywhere with the passport, yeah, that's very simple. So you don't need to look at it at all. So the moment you go to the government and you say, hey, I'm not living anymore in this house, we are going to move. We don't know yet where we're going to move. We want to move to another country, so we're going to search for a new house. When we find that house, I will let you know. That's the moment your kids disappear from that table in the government. That table that will be checked against the table of schools, and if the kid isn't one of those schools. The moment the kid disappears from that table, there's nobody anymore that can be tapped on their fingers, like, you're not checking those children, because the children are not there anymore. So from that moment, the kids are like deregistered from the Netherlands. The moment you start traveling, the first 5 years of our trip, those kids were just floating around. They were not registered in any country. So I didn't have any school problems in any other country. Also not in the Netherlands, because they were not registered there. So after the oldest one turned 18, that's when we registered her in Portugal, because there was no schooling from 18 years anymore. So, and that is also what we will do with Juna, the second one. She turned 18 now, so she will be registered, for example, in Portugal or in Thailand, wherever we want, but somewhere where there is no obligatory school from the year 18 and older. So that's how we do it. And Jessa is still floating around. There's nobody that can stop you from doing that. It's like impossible. And even if you don't have an address, you're always a Dutch person. You always hold your Dutch passport. And that Dutch passport, in any embassy in the world, you can go there and renew it. And you will get a renewed passport, sometimes even cheaper, for example, in Portugal than it is in the Netherlands. So, yeah, for us, that was not an issue at all. So, that's the answer to that question. There is a Kelly Kelham. Welcome, Kelly. Beautiful to see you here as well. Kelly Kelham, also really good YouTuber, guys. Give him also a follow. He's not positive. Oh, he's donating me $10. That's a very Kelly in Thailand. That's 6 cups of coffee. Yeah? That's a lot. Kelly is in BTC Vegas. Have fun over there, guy. Have fun over there, Kelly. I'm not going to these events too much anymore. I got a little bit done with all the shit coins and the shit shows and all the people wanting to know everything about you, but you're not getting anything in return. So, but I hope you have a very beautiful time in Vegas. Gotta link up. Yes, we will link up. Let's do a show together very soon. Sending love. Yes, you also, bro. Love to your family. And guys, give Kelly Kelham also follow. Amazing charts, always on Twitter, always there supporting this beautiful industry. Thank you for saying hi to my community, Kelly Kelham. Do I pronounce it well? Kilkenham. Do I clearly Kilkenham? um, what if Europe can afford to go against crypto for now, but buy Bitcoin? Whoa. I need to read that question again from Ruben Buscher. What if Europe can afford to go against crypto for now and buy Bitcoin later on to balance the world debt? Poor countries. Now, I think Europe will be turning into the new world, the third world. Europe, Western Europe, is going to be the new third world. I don't even understand why people still want to live in that third world country. It's a third world country where in the Netherlands, not that many Dutch people really live anymore, or in Germany. It's more and more now these immigrants, and they are destroying the economy. And not because they want to destroy the economy. I'm not saying the immigrants are bad, but these are people that are not allowed to work, that don't have a job, that do get money. This will cost the government money, and they don't spend money. So the economy in a country will be like disrupted because of the disbalance of income and spending in that country. The rich people are leaving those countries and going to invest and spend their money elsewhere. So this country will turn into the new third world if they don't change very quickly. The Dutch did a really good job. They voted for Geert Wilders. They should have made him minister president. He would have cleaned up everything and would have made it a beautiful Netherlands, and again, where you could be proud on. They didn't. He was the biggest party, the biggest. He should have become prime minister. He didn't become prime minister. Was some kind of ex-CAA, Dutch CAA guy that became prime minister that has never been in politics, and they are pushing that agenda that needs to be pushed. And I think as long as the Dutch people accept politicians that push the same agenda all over Europe, you will be fucked. You will be a third world country. So Europe can go against crypto as much as they want. They won't be able to stop it, because as long as you and I are agreeing that we can transfer bitcoins with each other or exchange value through Bitcoin or any other altcoin, we can do this. They can't stop you using the telephone and me using the telephone. They can't. They just can't. It is a decentralized industry. Centralized entities, retarded centralized Klaus Schwab entities, can't stop decentralization of the world. They think that they can do it by making you very afraid, by having power outings and many other stuff, and you start to hamsteren, we call it in the Netherlands, you go to buy toilet paper and all that shit because, what if we lose power? We need to have a self-sustainable package for 72 hours. All the governments are communicating that because it's orchestrated. It is not like a coincidental power outage, guys. So, as long as you believe that, you will end up in a third world country. Okay, let's go to the other questions. Sunny Rome. Maureen Jones, I'm very happy that you are in Rome. I'm very happy that I could guide you through this beautiful dip again. 97K again, guys. We went to 97K again from 70K. Oh my God, that's almost 30K profits just like in 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Not bad, huh? Not bad. Um, 10 G's. Geert Wilders fan. Why not be a full-on Nazi? Oh, 10. That doesn't have to do that I'm a Geert Wilders fan. I'm not a politician fan at all. Maybe you don't understand me. Maybe you don't watch my videos enough. I'm against politicians. but I am for democracy. So the moment that a country that is a democracy votes for someone to become the minister president, I can only sit there and say, okay, the majority want this guy as a president, the majority is right, and the majority should be getting their minister president. The moment that the majority chooses for a minister president and a government goes around it and all kinds of crazy moves to get rid of this guy, that is illegal. That's like I would put those people like in front of a wall and just shoot them with a machine gun. Yeah, that's what I would do, because that is not democracy anymore. That's like a communistic state, and that's what you're living in. So I'm not like a fan of will laws. I'm not a fan of any politicians, but I'm a fan of democracy, which is the closest to peaceful anarchy. So maybe next time think before you say something. Tin, 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 tin. Yes. Joost van Dijk, what do I think about taking your overvalue of the house to buy more bitcoins? Yes, but not now. Uh, Now it's a high risk play. When the bear market and the bull market top is in, and then in 2026, 27, we crash to a bear market bottom, then it's a smart play. Then I would really take my overvalue and then buy the bitcoins, because you will be buying then around 60 to 80K. Now you're buying at 100K. So I would be patient. I would like organize everything that you're able to take the lower value or sell your house, whatever you're going to do. And then in the bear market bottom, I want to step in. If you step in now, you need to be attending the market 24/7 to be able to take profits when we go up to 160K, exit then, and then buy back again that bear market. So that's how we did it. And I think that the money in Bitcoin is has a better return of investment than the money in the house. So yeah, for me, yes. Ethan R, does you think that the 4-year cycle has changed or finished? No, if you have watched all my videos lately in the last couple of months or years, you know that I still believe in a 4-year cycle. Nothing has changed. Let me go into some charts to show you why I think that. It's a good question now to go into some charts, and then I will go and answer some more questions again, guys. But let me jump quickly into the charts to show you what I want to show you very quickly. This is the first chart. I need to do this here over there, presentation. Yes, look, the 4-hour chart. Okay, guys, that looks amazing. That looks just amazing. Look how we found support on that green thing, the green line over there. I told you guys this will be the buy support area, and bam, beautiful green candle all the way to almost 98K. We fall down and back a little bit now in this 4-hour candle, and the 1 hour is going to close. But you know, this resistance area of 96, 97, we need to break that. If we break that area, then you could look to the left. This is an area that, let me see, horizontal array, this area over here. So we need to break now. Look how often that area was resistance or support. So it's a very important area. If we break that, then I believe that we have a complete free run all the way to 120K. I believe to 120K would be an easy run then, because there is not much resistance at that 104K. We will be going up, up, up. If we break this, people will understand, wow, this is not the end. We will continue. Now, for all the people that are not like into trading themselves, this is, I think, my Bybit account where I deposited 100,000. No, this is the inverse perpetual account. So this is my this one trades to more Bitcoin. So if I zoom out, you can see what kind of trades are being done when I walk the beach or have fun or whatever I do. Look, you can see the buys and the sells. So the B's are buying, the S are selling. So buy, sell, sell, buy, sell, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. Now look, it keeps trading all the time. And this one does really well. If I look at the trading performance of this one, this started with 1 Bitcoin. Let me see, 1 Bitcoin almost 14 months ago now. The account at the moment, let me see if you can see the last 180 days. There you can see even better. We did in the last 180 days 229 trades. They were all longs. In the bull market, you do a lot of longs. The win rate of the closed orders was exactly 100%. The P&L of the closed orders was 22,000 US dollar. This account was trading with 1 Bitcoin At the moment, let me see, the account is 1.468 Bitcoin. So 1.468 Bitcoin. So that's the algorithm that's trading for me. So for all the people that want to learn, want to trade automatically, that is what this one is doing, guys. If I have some other charts for you, I would be sharing these over here. I have a couple of charts that will show you why I think you're still in the midst of a beautiful bull market. I need to show you here these ones. This is the first one. On this one, you can see that look, there is still CME gaps, two to be filled. Like one is over here, that's between 91 and 92k, and there is one that needs to be filled over there, that's 97. That's the one we are filling at the moment. That's why we had that pump. Could we retest this one to fill it over here? Yes, all possible, but I think we will try to break 100k. Next chart is this one. I think this one is very important. This is that supply, the monetary supply chart, so the global M2. And we can see, I've been sharing this now for a couple of weeks, and we can see that we are following that orange line is the Bitcoin price, that yellow line is the global M2 money supply, is all the money worldwide, and we are now following it with an 86 offset. So Bitcoin is making the same move, but 86 days later, which is about 2.5 months, let's say 3 months. So which means that we are blasting off now here. But if we do the next 90 days the same that the money supply did, then Bitcoin would go up and end around 160 to 170,000 towards August. That would be really a big run, because normally in June and July, we are like sideways to dipping. That's also what you see over here. I think it's even till September over there. But look here, this is July, and the sideways movement mostly in July that we can see. This is now the pump that I expect here, the 120k. That's the pump that I expect now in May. Then we get June, another huge pump, and then we go that sideways movement. We have a dip in the summer, and then we pump again all the way to that 160k target. That is what we exactly are following. We are following the M2. So this is an indication we are not there yet. Now, then we have another chart that is this one, also a very important one. I hope my face is in the right place. Sometimes I can't move my face. Yeah, it's pretty okay. Here you can see the bull market of 2013, 17, 21, and 25. 25 is that orange line at the moment. Now, if we look at the timeline of when the real pump in the bull market always started to happen, then it was always somewhere here from April to July. Then there, bam, that second pump in the last bull market 2021 went to the all-time high. If you look at 2017, it started in April, and bam, it kept up going till the end of the year. Here now, again, we are there, April, May. We can go a little bit sideways, but this area is the pump area. This is the area that we're going to go into next. And that will bring Bitcoin, in my opinion, not to here 300K, not to there 230K. I believe that will bring Bitcoin somewhere to here, 200 to 160K, somewhere over there, this area. And that orange line will go all the way over there. That's what I believe. And that is a very normal trajectory. If you look here at the Bitcoin power curve time, then you can see that every time we make the same moves. We are just there now. We are now here in the May area, just like we were there in the May area, or there in the May area, or there in the May area. I believe this market looks more than like this market, 2017. This was double top, single top, double top. I believe not a single top now. That's what I believe that will happen. This is also a chart I used in yesterday's video. This is the boring zone and the banana zone chart. Boring zone, and then we go like retarded, bam, banana. Here's the boring zone in 2016, 17, bam, bull market 20K. The boring zone in 2020, bam, up. We can see small corrections over there and over there, but we kept going up, bam, to 70K. Now again, boring zone, we went up. You can see the first small correction. I expect a blow then I expect another correction, then again a blow off top somewhere over there. And that is, in my opinion, around 160,000 US dollar, guys. Now that were the charts for now. I hope you really enjoyed them. If you have any questions, then just pop them. I'm gonna answer the rest of your questions. It will be how long shall I do this one? Depends. Oh wow, 500 people again watching. That's a shitload of people watching. 30 minutes. Yeah, let's continue another 30 minutes then. Okay, something like that. Let me see. Can I answer some more questions? Somebody is the Isle of Man also in the house. It's a lot of red flags over there. There's a lot of people from countries I wouldn't expect to be even watching my videos, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very thankful that you're all watching these videos. Um, lowest price ever. What if Bybit goes bankrupt? You lose everything, right? Are you not scared of that for Bybit? Wow, extreme Mitch. I don't hold everything on Bybit. Like my biggest part is on a Bybit. My biggest part is on my self-custodial wallets, or on, for example, a wallet, a software wallet that I have the keys in control of. So, okay, not your keys, not your tokens. So Ledger, hardware wallets, all of these, that is where your tokens should be. Not all of them on Bybit. On Bybit is my trading account. It's like a small portfolio that I trade with, like that 100,000 US dollar. That's a USD trading account. Then I have an inverse perpetual where it's one Bitcoin, and then I have some more funds there that to just trade a little bit, But Bybit is a very safe exchange in my opinion. Even with a hack, still the biggest exchange in the world. So if your bank goes bankrupt, then you're completely gone with all your fiat currencies. Look in the Netherlands. Yeah, just Google it. There is a bank. What was the name again? Yeah, it went also bankrupt. Foreign people, everybody, a little Didi Bam Bam. Yes, yeah, we should buy all Didi Bam Bam. Of course, I started Didi Bam Bam to create an educational project with a lot of educational value that we are now growing into becoming one of the most, in my opinion, best performing projects out there, that is like performing really well because we are keeping the price stable. Not only that, everything dipped 90%. We are still around that 10-cent price. But the more important part that I think in Didi Bam Bam is that we are keeping and building and building and building. We keep building, and that's something that most projects stop doing. So today, if I would have made a video, I would have another big announcement. Today, I would have announced that Didi Bam Bam goes full CGI animation, which means like we will have a completely cartoon about educational cartoons about Didi Bam Bam. Just to give you a preview, this is going to happen soon, guys. We keep building. We want educational value, and we want to create storylines that also children and teenagers love to watch, to be educated in crypto. That is what we are going to do. So please understand, Didi Bam Bam keeps building. The token is not the token with the most value, but at least we have a lot of believers that are not selling, and we are creating value, and that will also lead to an increase of the token value in the end. So that's really what I believe. So now at the moment, there's even an option that if you have 10,000 Didi Bam Bam tokens, which is around $1,000 at the moment, you can enter a special group, the Didi Bam Bam AI group, where you can do your full TA, guys. If I would do now, for example, TA BTC, let me see, 1 hour chart. Oh, there we go. Let me see, just to show you what it is capable of. Oh my fucking English! Yeah, sound like a retard, DD. Okay, let me see if it's loading. It takes always like a couple of seconds before it does the TA because it's fully AI generated. So it's really analyzing the charts and all that stuff, and then comes with a full TA report. Give me a little bit. I will. No, I cannot do it now because I need to share my screen of Telegram, which it doesn't allow. I get a dark screen. I don't know how that works. But I will show you a little bit how it works. I just typed TABTC now, and I'm waiting now for the bot to reply. And when it replies, I will directly show you guys, show you the result, what happened on the screen. At the moment, nothing is happening, so maybe I did something wrong. Let me see. Let me continue also answering some questions. Lisa, boeven praktijken. Somebody is saying that I don't know what he means, but somebody is a crook, I think. Oh, wait, maybe I need to. Something is not working at the moment for me, so maybe there is. They are doing some kind of work to the bot. Let me see later. I will test it again. There, something is not working right, or it's my telephone again. But if the bank in the Netherlands goes bankrupt, the Netherlands bank deposit guarantees that, yeah, 100K. Yeah, that's the max. So for me, as a person that has a little bit more than 100K, I would never use the banks. 100K is all the centralized exchanges have 100K guarantee as well. So the big KYC verified exchanges, they also have guarantees when it comes to trading and your account and everything. So I support those prefer to support those exchanges because they have more liquidity than the banks. I don't like the banks. Sorry for that. UK citizens, no update yet. I'm still waiting for an answer when they will go live with that API key, and that the API key goes live, then you will be the first to know and to trade. Yes, that is it. Dolph, that was it. Dirk Scheringa, DSB Bank went bankrupt. Yes, people had millions of dollars over there. Yeah, they don't. They got 100K, if they even got the 100K, because they couldn't, I think, afford the 100K in the guarantee, because you need to have kind of proof and shit. So a lot of people got like completely wasted by that one. DSB, yes. Nobody, somebody in Sweden in a spot bot. Yeah, the spot bot you can just use. There is no cost. So there is no cost for the spot bot. You just sign up using the website that you need to sign up, the bitcoinfamily.com, and you'll find the spot bot. You sign up there. Then you create an API key in your Bybit account, and then we connect that API key to our bot and it starts trading. Now, the moment you make profits at the end of the month, we will send you an invoice. Your profit was $100. You need to pay us $25, $75. You can hold yourself. So 25% is the commission. That is the cost that you're paying for us running those bots. So you don't pay anything up front. We can't take anything from your account. You will receive an invoice and send us the 25% of the profits that you made. Simple as that. Nothing up front. You can just start using it. Goochelaar Magic Jimmy, what about the rates news today? Yeah, look, the Bitcoin price is going up. So probably a lot of people already know what the news is doing and already buying their Bitcoin. So I think the news will be positive, and that those people already bought that dip because they know what is going to happen with the news. Because mostly when the news is very negative, the price is already dumping before the news comes out. So now at the moment we are pumping. Thank you extremely much. I will try to keep my videos up. 60 down, yeah, 60% down with the alts, but they will recover. When Bitcoin starts to recover, Ethereum will start to recover, and your alts will also recover. Just make sure to take profits on your alts. Whenever you take profit and go into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin is the safest play. Just believe me. I know I know the feeling. You want to get like rich really quick. And that's why you believe in alts, because you think if I go in alt, it goes times 100, and 1,000 becomes 100K. That goes way more quick than $1,000 in Bitcoin. Yes, I agree, but please diversify. Like 50% in Bitcoin, 50% in Bitcoin, the other 50%, 30% in some stable coins or layer one altcoins. Sorry for that, and then that last 20% in high risk coin, not your full portfolio, because you will get wrecked over and over again. They're working on the AI, but at the moment, so that's why I couldn't test it. I will do it later again when it's live or in my next live, guys. The amount for entering at the moment, let me think, because they just changed it. I think it's 0.2 BTC or 20,000 US dollar in stablecoins. Yes, so that's they made it a little bit higher. It was 10,000 US dollar. It's now 20K that you need to enter. Yes. Tofro is a scam. Tofro, okay. Tofro. I don't know who Tofro is. Where's Tofro? I don't know what Tofro is. I have difficulty descending fiat to Bybit. Operation failed. I'm a UK-born resident in Italy. Bybit can from. Does anyone else in the European? Maureen, so you're UK-born resident in Italy. And you can't use Bybit. Are you registered as a UK person or as an Italian person? That's my first question. To change the bot strategy from invest virtual BTC to accumulation of stable coins when the bull market is over and then switch back. Tim Salabim, that's exactly what why you pay the fees, because that is what the company will do for you. You will not need to worry anymore about your funds. They will take everything over from you. They will start to trade, and when there is a bear market, they will start to trade the other way around. It's all being done. If you know that in a volatile market, up or down, you're able to make profits. You just need to set up the algorithm that way that it always makes small profits, not trying to make those big profits, because then you get liquidated. That's what the bot doesn't want. We don't want to get liquidated. Yeah, you can also do some gold, of course, but because we travel as a family, it's a little bit difficult. I don't want to travel around with like 10 kilo of gold in my backpack. Like, okay, I want to diversify into gold. Let's go into gold. The only place where I would diversify into gold at the moment, yeah, you all know that I posted the link already many times, is a company in Singapore. And why in Singapore? Because there is a 0% tax on Bitcoin in Singapore, and you can buy the gold there directly with Bitcoin. So the link is again in the chat. Um, if you want to buy gold with Bitcoin, that is the place where you can buy gold with Bitcoin, and they store it in their safe, and you can always have access to it. You can always go to Singapore and see the safe and take your gold out, or leave it over there, or sell your gold against back to Bitcoin. So that's, I will only use Billion Star. You can see it, links in the chat now. That's what I will do if you want to buy gold, because as long the gold is in Singapore, 0% tax. Smithies, no, the new Palau ID is not up and running yet. Maureen Jones, what is the best stablecoin for Europe without making it fiscally relevant? Then I prefer USDT still at the moment. Happy birth month, Didi. This year, yes, I will turn 26th of May. 26th of May, yeah, 26th of May, that's my birthday. 16th of May is my wife's birthday. 18th of May is my youngest daughter Jessa's birthday. 26th of May is my birthday, and then 5th of June is Julie's birthday. So we have a lot of birthdays. We want to celebrate them in Phuket. That's why we're still here, because there is a little bit more possibilities to celebrate your birthday here with beautiful beach bars, etc. We don't know yet how we will celebrate. Everyone does it in a different way. We did Junas in a very beautiful, here in our own garden with family and friends. The day after, we did a huge party at Maya Beach for her 18th birthday. Uh, Jessa, I think what she said is she wants to do the birthday with friends and family on a catamaran, on a boat trip, and then after that go to a bar. Romain and I don't know if we're gonna celebrate and how we're gonna celebrate. I don't know yet. Let me think about it. I still have like 21 days, 20 days, 19 days, 19 days. Um, I buy gold. Beautiful. You need help. You bring your wife in. You need help. Bring your wife in. Yes. Peter, no, I don't need help. I know the dates. I know the dates. I know the dates. No, no, no. PAX Gold, yes, also a possibility. Maybe I didn't do my deep research into PAX Gold, but I heard a lot of positive things about it. DDBAM is the heartbeat of the crypto underground. Yes, you should go into it. It's not a meme coin. It's not a meme coin. Can you have a bot and own we family the cares? That is exactly what I'm working on, but I can't say anything about it yet. So we are trying to get an API key connection to one of the decentralized exchanges. I can't say yet how, what, but we are working on something. If that doesn't work, it will be a non-KYC exchange. So that's what we are doing. Manfred, 15 May, beautiful. That's a nice birthday. So you're also Taurus. When dollar charts, what happened to USD? Yeah, then when dollar collapses, then crash, then also euro crash, then everything will crash, and then also USDT will crash probably. But they all crash together, so the value all crashes the same way. So then your Bitcoin still the same. Bitcoin will stay the same amount of dollars. So I don't understand that. No, the bar in Portugal is still there. It's still run by some Bitcoiners, but I am not doing it anymore because I need to live a little bit more healthy. There's 3 years, 2.5 years that I did the bar in Portugal, did the Bam Bam bar. I gained almost 30 kilos because of the drinking alcohol, unhealthy lifestyle. So no, not doing that anymore. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Yes, you can use the Palau ID in the Netherlands. What up? What up? What up? Hi, David. Welcome. Goeiemorgen van Dubai. Squid Paws is in Dubai. Also beautiful. Manfred van Vierbergen ben ik in Phuket. Okay. 15 May, he's in Phuket. Okay, then let me know. Maybe we can do a drink together. Guys, any other questions? We have now up and running the Zoom. How long? We have been running 45 minutes. Beautiful. 450 viewers, watchers, people still. Is there any other things that I need to answer, guys? Is there any things that you need to know before you go and work? Are you all going to do your job now? What is your job? Okay, let me ask you something. What is your job? No, what is your job? And what do you wish that was your job? Two things that I want to know from you. Stein has to pay 22% tax on profit if I sell BTC when the stop is in. Should I sell and pay tax and buy back in the bear market, or keep my BTC and start a trade? What should you do? What you could do is also spend those bitcoins somewhere in the country where you don't pay tax. For example, in Thailand, you can buy real estate with your bitcoins. There's many other countries where you can spend your bitcoins and then spend it to something that does keep more value than Bitcoin in the bear market. And then at the end of that bear market, 12 months later, you start to sell that apartment or house, whatever it is, again for Bitcoin. That could be an option. How come the price doesn't go up with all those institutional investors? The price doesn't go up at the moment because they are playing the game they have always been playing. So they are buying bitcoins and also selling bitcoins. And through the selling of those bitcoins, like BlackRock and all the institutional investors, what they do is they make the weak hands and the people afraid. And then the weak hands start to sell their bitcoins at 78K because they think it's going to crash to zero. And then they buy again a chunk load of more of those. So these institutional investors know how to play this game. They know how to freak you out. They know that if we dump it to 70K, they will start to sell. We will be able to buy them. Because please understand that those institutional investors, BlackRocks and all of those, they can't buy Bitcoins in any other way. They can only mine Bitcoins, but that's too slow for the demand that they have. Or they buy bitcoins from the miners or from the exchanges. But as we saw this week, the exchanges don't have that many bitcoins anymore. The withdrawals of the exchange was massive. The third option is buy the bitcoins of the market. How do they buy the bitcoins cheap of the market? To make other people afraid. So they dump a little bit, people start to be afraid, the people start to sell, they buy what they sold plus what the people are selling, and then they have more bitcoins at a beautiful dollar cost average price cheaper. That is the game that they play. Please understand that it's not that simple. Maybe I'm explaining it not simple enough. Let me think how I can explain this in a more simple way. Look, let's say you have 10 bitcoins, 10 bitcoins worth $1 million. But you want to have 15 bitcoins, but you don't want to pay $100,000 for each bitcoin. So if you have 10 bitcoins and you start to manipulate the market by dumping your bitcoins, then the price will start to fall. And when the price starts to fall, all the people, like the sheeple, they're like, oh shit, sell before we crash to zero. You see this and you're like, okay, let them sell. Bam, buy all their bitcoins, your own bitcoins back at a cheaper price, and you start to sell them. So you make profits on the bitcoins that you sold, plus you buy a chunk of new bitcoins cheaper of those people that were too weak. And that is what the game that they're playing. So that's my explanations why the price hasn't gone up, but they can't keep playing this because there will be a moment that there is not enough bitcoins anymore to buy from those weak people, as the weak people sold everything. As the short-term hodlers that we will see in the charts, hey, there's not too many short-term hodlers anymore because they sold everything. There's more and more long-term hodlers, and then bam, when the market will explode. Hopefully that was a little bit clear. Yeah. Okay, there we have some jobs. I love to see what kinds of jobs you are doing. Some people are jobbing, Bitcoin is their job. Some are being a debt and online businesses. Somebody are almost unemployed and they want to go to the bot. Super cycle, a freight coordinator, but I'd rather be a bit digital nomad in Colombia. Yeah, that's a very good one in Colombia. Yes, I know why, especially if you're a single guy. Do you have any experience with Engrave Cold Wallet? Not real experience with it. I do. I have heard the name, but I don't have experience with it. Driving to Berlin, beautiful trip from Limburg, from the my region in the Netherlands. He's a truck driver. DC support and resistance is not that is definitely no bullshit. Support and resistance is very important. It's very important. That's how we do all the trades, and that's why I'm making shitload of money with the trading, because I understand where the support and resistance is. Skipper, amazing. He makes money while traveling. She makes money while traveling. Beautiful. I run a doggy style. Oh, I run a doggy daycare. Where your mind is, I thought you said, Isabella, I thought you said I run doggy style, but that's something else. You have a doggy daycare hotel. We dream to live have a Bitcoin family. Yes, for the Bitcoin family, you just need to start to do doggy style. Thanks for the explanation, Didi. Very welcome. Roostermaker. Good. In the educational section. Amazing to see all the different jobs. Waiter, also really nice. Always friendly. They're not always friendly people. Mostly friendly people around you. Joseph, there is no bear market coming at the moment. Joseph, Valentino, MicroStrategy and all those keep buying until the bull market top is in. Then they will take some profits. Even maybe then they won't take profits and just keep buying because they believe in the long-term vision of Bitcoin. They believe that Bitcoin in 10 years' time will be $1 million per Bitcoin. So they don't care if they buy Bitcoin at 160K or at 60K or at 80K or 120K. They just keep buying Bitcoins because they look to a farther future than we can look. Yeah, they look to 10 years later when Bitcoin is $1 million. And if Bitcoin will go to $1 million, do you think you would worry about buying Bitcoin at 160 or 100 or 60? Of course, on some Bitcoins you have more profit, but then again, on even the most expensive Bitcoin at 160 is even 700% profit. So they play this game in a different way than the retail is playing it. So it's different strategy. That's why they call it strategy. I work with handicapped people. That's a very nice job. That's a very good thing to do as well. Yes, the electrics. That's the people we needed in the wheat business. The electricians. That's how they make more money. The electrician is their official job, and in the evenings they're like doing all these kinds with these meters. No, bet my money and Bitcoop at the moment, definitely not. No, it's not possible. But we could look into it if it's possible, but at the moment, not possible. Ronald Eidens, personal trainer. That's the one that I'm using at the moment. I need a personal trainer. Yes, bank is not like the best. If you want to use a bank in Europe that does support crypto, I would only use Revolut. Revolut, I hear so many positive things about it. They fully integrated Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies into their banking app on their telephone, etc. So if you are in Europe, take a Revolut account and use that one because that works. Thank you for the compliment. Over there, somebody gave a compliment. Oh, somebody is working on. Wow, that's a difficult job. That's a that's a difficult job. Like working on. I saw it somewhere. That's gone. Here for a while. What is a decent amount OG BTC to have right now? I don't know. Yeah, I just shared this table in yesterday's video where you can see if you hodl 10 bitcoins at the moment, you can start to go with your pension. If you hodl 10 bitcoins now and the rest of your life you're only spending 100K each year, then 10 Bitcoins would now be sufficient to go with pension. That's I shared the chart yesterday's video. Check it. It's a really cool chart. Some crazy cool jobs, guys. I love that you all have different jobs and all uh, do all believe in Bitcoin. It's like beautiful to see that such a very strange variation of people all does love something cool. Wendy Niner, that's emergency. She's working as an emergency doctor or something. That's like really a tough job. That's a tough job. Guys, I think we will keep it to this because then it's a video that other people also can watch. It's now 55 minutes, beautiful time. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something from today's video. If you did learn something, then please appreciate that with by giving the video a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends and family, subscribing to the channel. My goal is still reaching 100,000 subscribers. I'm still far away from that goal. I need 6K. I think 6K more subscribers, which is really, yeah, I'm working really hard, but yeah, doing something wrong. If you have any tips in how we could increase the subscribers to this video, then let me know as well. If there is something that you think that I am doing wrong, then let me know, because then maybe I can adjust my videos in a way that maybe I will be able to reach 100,000 subscribers this bull market. That's just my personal goal in in YouTube. So let me know what I can do different to get more 100K subscribers. For the rest, I am wishing you a beautiful Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will be back with a normal video. Friday, also a normal video. Maybe then in the weekend again, live or something. It will all be good, guys. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing day. I wish you a lot of fun with your job that you're doing today, and see you soon again. A Bitcoin free giveaway. Okay, I need to give Bitcoins free. I need to give Bitcoins away to grow the channel. Good tip. Yes, make myself completely bankrupt, but then grow your channel, and by that be happy. Could be one. Let me think about that one. See you next time, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.